Goedemiddag allemaal, hier vanuit de studio aan de Limietlaan. Klaar, Reinder Eekhoff is mijn naam en ik zit hier momenteel in ieder geval alleen om de wedstrijd Dukes 1 tegen Diok 1 uit Leiden voor u te verslaan. Naast mij zou eigenlijk hebben gezeten Andrew Svennings, speler van Dukes 1, maar niet helemaal fit. Maar Andrew is op het laatste moment, naar het zich laat aanzien, opgeroepen. We weten het nog niet helemaal zeker, maar hij zou moeten spelen in plaats van Lex Jansen, die tijdens de warming-up geblesseerd zou zijn geraakt. We gaan het zo zien, ik zie Andrew hier nog niet. Maar hoe dat ook zij, een hele belangrijke wedstrijd voor de Dukes, die bovenaan staan in de kampioenspool van de ereklasse op dit moment. 3 wedstrijden gespeeld, 2 gewonnen, 1 verloren. Nipt met 1 punt verloren van Eemland. Waarbij gezegd moet worden dat datzelfde Eemland nog maar 2 wedstrijden heeft gespeeld, omdat de wedstrijd tegen Diok vorige week niet doorging. En het is nog onduidelijk in hoeverre die wedstrijd geclaimd wordt door Eemland. Dus het zou kunnen dat Eemland nog boven Dukes uitkomt. Hoe dat ook zij. Er staan 3 belangrijke wedstrijden op het programma voor de Dukes, waarvan dit de eerste is. En de komende weken spelen we tegen Diok. Diok is de nummer 2. De komende weken spelen we ook nog tegen het Gooi, de nummer 3. En Haarlem, de nummer 4. Dus dit is, kunnen we rustig zeggen, waar de knikkers verdeeld worden. Diok staat aan de kick-off. De bal wordt alvast wat getest op stuiterkracht. En die is in orde, zo te zien. De ref is klaar en dan gaan we nu beginnen aan deze waarschijnlijk hele spannende en in ieder geval hele belangrijke wedstrijd. Daar komt de kick-off, diep het veld in. Wordt gevangen door de Dukes en die gaan gelijk de eerste ruk beginnen. Fuga, onze inmiddels vertrouwde nummer 9 en de eveneens vertrouwde nummer 10. We hebben de opstellingen nog niet doorgenomen vanwege de toch een beetje tumultueuze. Kijk eens, daar gaat Gian van der Bogert. Leek bijna er doorheen te breken. De tumultueuze aanloop voor ons in ieder geval van deze wedstrijd door het onverwachte wegvallen van Andrew. Maarten van Os is natuurlijk die vertrouwde nummer 10. En hier zetten de Dukes hun spelletje op. Zoals altijd geconcentreerd. Daar gaat Bart Mommers. Weet een heel eind te komen, maar wordt ook buiten de lijnen getackeld. En de bal wordt snel genomen. Dus geen line-out. Snel genomen door Diok. Die het spel snel verleggen naar de linkerkant. Maar er worden daar gestuit. Oh, daar wordt goed vanuit de ruk goed getackeld. En daar is Andrew toch nog. Hij komt hier nu binnenlopen. Voorzien van allerlei drankjes. Andrew, welkom namens de mensen thuis ook. Die nu,
Dankjewel. Nu ben ik aanwezig.
Hij is aanwezig.
Het was een klein beetje stress. Maar nu ben ik hier. Dus alleen in Nederland kan commenteren bijna op het veld staan. Ja. En dan terugkomen. We zijn wel al begonnen.
We zijn al begonnen, ja. Maar er is nog niet gescoord. We hebben even op jou gewacht. Oh, nou. Kijk, daar wordt een dreigende doorbraak gelukkig verijdeld. En zo, mensen denken wel eens van ja, die Andrew, die commentator, ze zeggen altijd dat hij in Dukes 1 speelt. Maar is dat wel zo? Nou, nu hebben we dus live meegemaakt dat hij kan elk moment opgeroepen worden. Ja. Dan zijn we hem kwijt.
Doesn't matter win or where. There's always a jersey somewhere lying around that I can go and grab.
Precies. Maar ik zag jou al het veld niet opkomen, toen dacht ik, oh nou, misschien valt het mee. Ja. En wat was er nou precies aan de hand? Lex leek geblesseerd?
Ja, Lex has a hamstring problem and he was a little bit during the warm-up. He felt it a little bit, but the physios give him the thumbs up to play the game, and he's not going to hurt it too much more. So he's fine to play. There he is on the field in his white scrum cap on the side of the scrum.
Hij had zelfs volgens mij het eerste balcontact namens de Dukes vanaf de kick-off. Dan zit het wel goed, denk ik. Hè?
First come of the game. Let's see what happens if who's going to get the ball. Dukes ball just near the 22. Surely going for an exit play. Play in the Diok territory.
En de scrum gaat er redelijk gelijk op, maar de Dukes weet de bal in ieder geval te behouden. Lars Lindenbank is natuurlijk niet meer, hij is niet meer onder ons in de zin dat hij leeft nog wel, maar hij is aan de andere kant van de wereld beland. Is dat een gevoelig verlies voor de Dukes?
Yeah, it's a big loss for us. He's a hard worker on the field. He does a lot for us. Does a lot of the dirty work. Gets around the field, especially as a hooker is what you're looking for. Someone who works really hard and does all the dirty work for the other players what I like to say is the forwards do all the hard work for the backline to score all the tries. So everyone remembers their names, but Lars was definitely a big loss, but we've managed to fill the hole with Royal at hooker. He's perfectly comfortable at that spot as well.
Leek een voorwaartse bal vanuit mijn perspectief. Maar die grensrechter stond er een stuk beter voor, die zegt er niks van volgens mij.
Diok will be looking to further their stamp on the Dutch era class. I did a bit of research this week onto how many titles they've got.
Yeah.
And since the beginning of time in rugby in the Netherlands, 1938 to be precise, they've won a total of 14 titles.
Ja?
Ja. En
waarvan 10 op rij zag ik. 10 achter elkaar.
Ja, ja.
Dus dat heeft het Guinness Book of World Records gehaald.
Ja, ja. From 1988 till 1998, they won 10 years in a row. That is their longest winning streak. So they'll be looking to add to the title box this year.
Yeah.
But I guess this year in the era class, there's a lot more competition. It's not duidelijk. Het is niet duidelijk om wie gaat winnen.
Precies.
And there's lots of teams that are putting their names up forward, especially the Dukes. I think they're now on number 1 of the log.
Zeker. Maar met één land een wedstrijd minder gespeeld.
Ja.
Maar, en Diok is ook niet alleen 14 titels, maar ook de regerend landskampioen nog steeds.
Ja.
Dus a force to reckon with. Ja. Maar op dit moment staan ze toch tweede in de ranglijst. Ja. Dat zie je ook een beetje, vind ik, in de uitslagen in die kampioenspool. Dat is echt wel spannend. Alleen Den Haag, die waren toch best goed, maar die doen er ineens niet meer mee.
Yeah, but if he takes a little break on the side of the scrum, he's taking it up to halfway, he's putting little kicks here and he's running for it. We'll see who can gather it in the 22. It looks like a bit of a fumble. But we've got a ruck inside the 22 and Diok have managed to keep the ball on their side. Bit under pressure on their own try line.
Yeah.
See if they can get a good exit out of here. A little snipe from the winger. He does quite well to keep the ball. And still inside the 22.
Goeie actie van Fuga, want ze staan in één keer in de 22 van Diok nu.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good match today. I think it's going to be a good battle in the middle of the field and see who can start opening up holes. There's Oliver, a former Diok player, now playing with the Dukes. He manages to win a penalty for us inside the 22, or just outside the 22.
Yeah.
Let's see if the Dukes are going to be making a statement and going for the touchline. They're going to be looking for the 5-pointer, or they're going to take the points and go home.
Ja, precies. En wat is de kracht van Diok? Wat vind jij?
I think Diok have a really good defense structure. It's really hard to break their defense. They get back on their feet really quickly, so it's always 14 up. So they never have too many people on the ground. They always get back in the game, and it's quite difficult to attack, and still come up against the same amount of numbers. Yeah. And of course their scrum. They've got a really good scrum. They've got a lot of guys that play in the Dutch team and the Delta team. So they're a very strong side, and I think one of their best things that Diok can do is play with the ball. They really work hard in the first half of the game, and then in the second half the game opens up, and that's when they're really dangerous. So I think today, if the Dukes can get a good, nice setting in the first half and keep that lead, then things should be able to go well. But against Diok, you can never ever let your guard down.
Ja, dat is tot de laatste minuut gevaarlijk eigenlijk. Ja. Ondertussen is er gekozen voor de kick. Die niet is gemaakt. Jammer, Michiel van Kook was dat. En Michiel van Kook speelt op fullback, zag ik. Is dat een verrassende keuze? Dat was toch de 9 en de 10?
Yeah, so Michiel, I really like Michiel as a rugby player. He's one of those versatile backs you can slot in anywhere into the field, 9, 10, fullback. And he's got a great kicking mentality. He's got a really good educated right foot, and he can put the ball where he wants. And it comes in handy from time to time in the first team.
Ja, kan ik me voorstellen.
Besides the kick now for the balls, but we'll forgive him for that one.
Ja, hij moest opwarmen.
Exactly.
Kijk, daar staat het trouwe Bosse publiek vol in beeld. Mensen als Linneke Gevers. En het is vandaag natuurlijk een bijzondere dag, want de club van 100 van de Dukes die heeft gisteravond al een spetterend dansfeest georganiseerd op de club. En vandaag worden de leden van die club vergast langs het veld op bier en burgers. Een momentje, wij moeten hier even een kleine aanpassing doen. Op last van de regie moeten wij, want we zijn blijkbaar niet helemaal goed verstaanbaar, denk ik zo'n beetje. Maar dat zou nu verholpen moeten zijn. Dus nu hoort u eigenlijk waar wij het over hebben. Welkom. Ja. Andrew Svenningsen en Reiner Eekhoff zijn dit. En wij zitten te kijken naar Diok 1 tegen Dukes 1 in de 8e minuut bij een 0-0 stand. En het gevecht op het middenveld, zei jij net, Andrew.
Yeah, I think that's where the battle's going to come in today. We got a loose ball. We don't want a loose ball getting to Bart. He's a big runner. We got some space on the outside.
Yeah.
Twinkle Toes Visser looks like he's going to be in the corner. Yeah. And he is in the corner. Yeah. He's got a 5-pointer in the corner. Don't give him any bit of room. He'll definitely take it away to the try line if you give him. He's quite a speedy character.
Kijk, daarom Twinkle Toes. Daar gaan ze.
Yeah.
Twinkle Toes.
Exactly. Give him a little bit of space and he'll definitely use it.
Nou, prachtig. 5-0 voor de Dukes. Zou je zeggen, hij staat nog niet op het scorebord. En dan gaat Magiel kicken.
Pretty much the same point as the last kick. Let's hope this one goes through the poles. Get the extra 2 points, make it 7-0. Just under 10 minutes.
Waar is Fred?
Fred, he's just been operated on his shoulder, I think it is. He's going to be out for the rest of the season, unfortunately. He did it in the last game. In a tackle, so there's another one out. We've also got Vainant, as you can see on the field. There's Water Carrier today, also just been operated on the foot, so we've got 2 big losses.
Yeah, and Joel?
Big Joe, I saw him a couple of days ago, and he was on a bike and he got hit by a car, but it's not too bad. He's okay. But unfortunately, he can't play as well. So we've got a few big losses in the team.
Yeah,
but. That's sort of what the Dukes has been trying to get, is trying to get more depth. So when we lose these big players, the person that's stepping into the structure can keep it at the same level as what the person before him is.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing with depth. Once you've got depth, and you know that the next guy coming in is going to push you harder, then the guy in front also has to fight to keep a spot.
Yeah.
So it's always a healthy competition in the team, and I think that's where the Dukes at the moment is ticking all the boxes. Whereas everyone's fighting for their position, and no one knows that their position is safe. So and that makes the team work harder for each other as well as on the field. And I think we'll see it on the pitch today as well.
Ja, de breedte van de selectie. Stephen O'Farrell vanuit Bristol zegt ons goeiedag. Looks a grand day in Den Bosch. En dat is ook zo, Stephen. Thanks for joining us. I hope you will enjoy the game as much as we are. De breedte van de selectie, ja, want er zijn toch wel wat mensen weggevallen dan zo langzamerhand. Want Dirk is natuurlijk nog steeds
exactly, yeah.
uit de
running.
running.
He's also injured on the side, also from a shoulder. So on the field there's only 15, but the amount of players that you use in a season, the numbers go up and up and up. And I think at the Dukes we've used, more than 30 players this season, all for the first team. And it's just all working together and everyone on the same page. And hopefully the level that we can keep, the standards we can keep there, we keep the standards up high. And,
ja. Ondertussen een veelbelovende aanval in de lijn die helaas net niet de wing bereikte. We zien ook een nieuw verschijnsel is de ballenjongens en meisjes. Volgens mij zag ik daar een Benjamin met de naam Femke. En aan de overkant staat in ieder geval een andere Benjamin met de naam Vigo. Zo wordt er elke keer weer een klein bouwsteentje toegevoegd aan het bijna professionele sportbouwwerk hier aan de Limietlaan.
Ja.
Diok met de ingooi. Of de ingooi, hoor mij. Ik heb toch ooit gevoetbald, hè? Dat merk je dan. Met de line-out bedoel ik natuurlijk.
I see Diok also missing a few players that they're used to having on the field. So I mean, it happens to every team. People fall out and people come in. And people hope that the next guy can just keep the standards up. I see the hooker, and I think captain of Diok, Ross Benny Colson, is also a Delta player and also one of the leaders in the Dutch team. He's also probably a very big loss to Diok. They're going to be missing him today, but I'm sure they hope the next guy can come in and do the same job that he can.
Ja. Ja. Wolf, wie heet die speler ook alweer?
Wolf van Dijk.
Ja, precies.
Yeah, also a Dutch and a Delta player. I don't see him on the field as well. That's also a big loss to him. He's a strong ball carrier, a strong tackler. He's really strong over the ball, really quick as well. So he's really a threat on the field. So I'm sure they're going to be missing him today as well. So there's people missing all over the field today, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to still be a really good game again.
Zeker, dat denk ik ook. Kijk, weer een slim kickje van Fuga. En daar gaat Michiel van Kolk achteraan. Ja, kijk eens eventjes. Dat wordt een try. Ja. Of niet? Nee. De ref heeft iets gezien. En de penalty wordt snel genomen, maar ik denk dat hij dat affluit.
Yeah, the refs pulled it back inside the 22 for the penalty.
Ja.
A little bit of a get out of jail free card there for Diok. They were worried about getting a 5-pointer against them.
Ja.
But they've been handed a penalty inside the 22 where they can relieve some stress and hopefully keep the ball in the middle of the field and away from their try line.
En waarom was deze penalty, Andrew? Heb je dat gezien?
Ik heb het niet gezien. Maar de ref wel.
Ja, de ref. Ja, precies. Daar gaat het om.
Ja.
Oké. Ja, jij zei, ze geven nooit op, die mensen, die Diok, als je daar tegen speelt.
Ja.
En dat is geen wonder, want Diok staat voor, weet je dat? Doorzetten is onze kracht.
Doorzetten is onze kracht.
Ja. Het zit in de naam.
Oh, Diok. Oké,
Diok,
I see. Ja, ik snap het.
We gaan weer naar de line-out voor Diok op eigenlijk min of meer dezelfde plek als net. Er wordt gewacht of iets of iemand waarvan wij niet kunnen zien en u thuis ook niet wat dat precies is. En daar is de line-out. Nee, wordt toch weer afgefloten. Was het niet not straight? Wat was er aan de hand?
We had a few substitutions already. I saw Peter Quaker has come on, but I think he's gone back off the field. I think Gerrit Rautenbach, our big South African prop in the number 3 jersey, you see him there nice in the view. He was off for a little bit probably to get checked by the physio, but he's clearly got the thumbs up again to come back on.
Okay.
And he's also a powerhouse in the scrum for us. He brings on a lot of power, good ball carries. He's also really strong over the ball. I think it takes about 8 people to get him off of it if he's on it.
Yeah.
So it really does wonders for us. He's really good in the scrum. I mean, when we've got a front row just like the one that we've got today, it really does get the go forward ball. Just as you can see now with the line out with the scrum, we get the go forward ball, which gives the backs the space to play.
Yeah.
Actually, Gian does really well in contact. Manages to bring the ball back for us, and we're going to do a little pod, nice little plus ball through the forwards. They make the meters. Vuga to Mate, straight to the forward pack out in the middle of the field. A good carry from Royal Mole. It's going to be recycled and they're going to double back on
Kijk
themselves.
eens eventjes. Oeh.
Great little dummy from V inside the 22. Is he going to manage to keep onto the ball? Looks like he's lost it, yeah. And Diok has got the ball back. Again, recovering the ball inside their 22. Defense doing really well inside the 22. It's really where you want your defense structure to come into play. And they've just exactly that. And they've getting the ball back and relieved some stress.
Ja, en Maarten zag je al teruglopen voor die kick die hij al verwachtte. Dan gaat ze hier, ach die jongen is ook zo handig. Hè. Kijk nou toch. Ja, ongelooflijk.
So every single time he gets the ball in his hands, we know something exciting is going to happen.
Ja, precies.
Keep an eye on him. You can point him out by the curly bun on his head. That's how you know it's Oliver. And you know it's about to be an exciting play when he gets the ball.
Ondertussen is Bart, die op weer een hele andere manier ook een exciting player is, die is ook weer een heel eind gekomen. Gesproken over mensen waar je met 8 man aan te pas moet komen om ze om te krijgen. Oei, dat is jammer. Dat was wordt toch nog in leven gehouden die aanval. Ik wilde zeggen dat is jammer dat daar geen offload van kwam, maar die kwam er toch. En Dukes is nu toch wel echt druk aan het zetten, vind ik. Die zijn aan het bouwen richting de try-line, dus dat is veelbelovend.
Building the phases quite nicely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, especially with our team here at the Dukes, we need to get the penalty count as little as possible. But looks like today we've had a few penalties against us already, just in the first 20. We need to really work hard on our discipline to stop those penalties, because giving away penalties inside the 22 is just it just shouldn't happen with us. No team wants to get all the way and do all the hard work and get inside the 22 and then be sent back to the halfway again.
Yeah.
It really is vermoeiend.
Vermoeiend, ja, zeker. En ook frustrerend, kan ik me voorstellen.
Ja.
Heel hard werken om uiteindelijk een try te maken. Dat geeft een heel ander soort vermoeidheid dan heel hard werken en vervolgens een penalty tegen te krijgen.
Exactly.
Oeh, wat jammer.
See the Diok's missing their captain. Ross is probably there on the side somewhere in the technical area. You can really see that they miss him at line-out time. They've got, I see the number 7 is throwing into the line-out, so it's a big loss for them. The Dukes would probably keep it at the line-out. They probably wouldn't be too sad going to the line-out if they're missing such a big player in the line-out area.
Ja, is dat een line-out specialist?
Yeah. He's got a leadership role at Diok in the Delta and in the Netherlands squad. So he's quite a character in Dutch rugby, and they're going to miss him out on the field today, especially at line-out time. En
we hebben een scrum voor Diok. Ondertussen schrijft Vert Swinkels, geen onbekende naam hier in Den Bosch, in de chat. Wintertijd maakt toch een verschil. 10 uur tijdsverschil is toch schappelijker dan 12. Als ik me niet vergis zit Vert in Nieuw-Zeeland. Ik weet niet of dat klopt, maar in ieder geval 10 uur tijd. Dat scheelt 2 uur, Vert. Daar heb je wel een punt. Fijn dat je ook meekijkt. En ik hoop dat jij, net als wij, een positieve uitslag krijgt.
Keep sending in the comments, guys. We'll be reading them out throughout the whole game. Give the Dukes a like and a share on Facebook and Instagram.
Precies.
Always good to see you.
Ondertussen werd daar een robbertje gestoeid om de bal. En de einduitslag volgens de ref is dat Dukes de bal hebben. En dat is denk ik een penalty. En dat is interessant wat daar gaat gebeuren. Ik denk dat ze gaan spelen. Wat denk jij?
Yeah, I think in this part of the field no one's really looking to exit anymore. They're looking to suck in some players and see if they can get some room out wide for the wingers to get in and behind the defence and see what they can do with it. It's now Duke's ball just over the halfway, so I think we're going to be looking exactly that. I'm not sure if we're going to go straight out to the wing or we're going to crash it up in the middle and hope to see if we can find a hole.
Goeie plek, midden op het veld, dus je kan linksom, rechtsom, alles kan. Scrum wielt ook niet echt. Kijk, netjes. En daar gaat Rian. Oh, kijk eens wat een meters er gemaakt worden. Dit is jammer.
Knock on from Diok.
Was er knock on? Hè?
Knock on from Diok. Okay. So scrum down Dukes, just outside the 22, middle of the field, a little bit on the left side, I would say. So this is really an attacking play for us. This is really where we can score some points and come way back to halfway with some points back onto the board and keep the scoreboard ticking.
We hebben natuurlijk nu 3 hele belangrijke wedstrijden achter elkaar. Deze en volgende week tegen de nummer 3 van de ranglijst, in ieder geval op dit moment het Gooi. En daarna tegen de nummer 4 van dit moment Haarlem.
It's going to be a tough couple of weeks for the Dukes. Indeed.
Ja. Maar jij zei het alles een stuk eerder dit seizoen, toen het allemaal nog helemaal niet zo obvious was als nu. Nou, ze kunnen wel eens heel hoog gaan eindigen, want op de een of andere manier zijn de puzzelstukjes in elkaar gevallen in het team. Ja. Dat zie je nu toch gebeuren, hoewel nu zien we niet zoveel gebeuren, want de livestream staat stil. Wel een mooie stil.
We got here's the last action. We've managed to keep the ball inside the 22.
Hij doet het weer.
We've managed to keep the ball. It's going to be sent out wide to Oliver. Oliver has got legs on the outside of him, but he's not needed. He goes to ground, still holding the ball. Diok going to try the counteract, but it doesn't work. And we're going to send it all the way back out into the middle of the field.
Kijk,
Michiel has a great step on him and gets a few meters up, but yeah, we've got some Dukes players over him. Royal takes a good carry and gains just a little bit more for us. We're really close to the line. Looks like we're going to be in for some exciting rugby. It's a short ball to Lex. Diok over the ball, are they going to manage to keep it? And they do.
Dat is jammer. En daar, afgezien van die eerste try en enige try tot nu toe van Twinkletoes, Wisse van der Heijden, zeggen we er even bij, ontbreekt het daar nog een beetje aan. Die laatste komen veel toch wel in de buurt van de tryline, maar dan gaat het elke keer net mis.
But also for Diok, they keep getting the penalties for them inside their own 22, and they get the free card to get out from their try line outside their 22 and retain the ball. But the Dukes are staying there, which is what they also have to keep in mind with their own mentality, is that they have the pressure to get there. They've got the skills to get there. They just need to execute at the end and get over the try line. So I think. First 20 minutes is up now, we're 23 minutes into the game, so I think now the Dukes are going to look at that little switch now to now really put on some gas and really put the pressure onto Diok now. Yeah. They're 5 points ahead, so they really need to try keep that lead in for the whole game. It's a good line out from Diok. They've gone up high and they've kept the ball, and they're going to go for a short crash forwards into forwards. Always lovely to see.
Ja, het is dan een zaak om in die situatie om rustig te blijven, geconcentreerd, niet gefrustreerd te raken dat het elke keer niet lukt, want dan ga je domme dingen doen en dan schiet je jezelf in je voet. En ik denk dat Dukes, wat denk jij, is dit team volwassen genoeg om het hoofd koel te houden in zo'n situatie?
I think it's something that we've been looking at, especially mentality-wise. We had a lovely long day of rugby on our free Saturday, and we came in here into the video room and we had a good look at how we want to play and how we're going to manage a game. So I think when you have those sort of meetings and there's a bit of clarity, and V did a really great job of bringing the guys together and the coaches as well. It was really well organized, and when you have those sessions, it does a lot for the team to grow up and to mature together as a team. To not only enjoy the good times but also deal with the bad times and how do we come out of it. So I mean, you can look at a season, you can look at a game, you can look at a training session, and all these different things. And the Dukes have looked at it and they've said, okay, when this happens, how do we react? And that is how we play rugby, and it's all about how we react and how do we adapt to the situation. And I think we're going to see that now. It's Diok hasn't played too much in our half inside our 22, but they're there now, so this is the time where the Dukes really have to step up the game. I mean, they want to put the pressure on, but now they're going to take the pressure and we're going to see how they can handle it.
Ja, mooi. Vert Swinkels, die schrijft terug nog, klopt, vanuit Nieuw-Zeeland. Tijdens zomertijd de wedstrijden om 3 uur 's nachts beginnen die en tijdens wintertijd om 1 uur 's nachts. Nou Vert, een groot compliment voor jou dat jij om 1 uur 's nachts gewoon nog voor de livestream zit om naar jouw Dukes te kijken. En, geweldig, ja. Dus ik twijfel er niet aan of ze zullen dat terugbetalen met een klinkende overwinning tegen deze barbaren uit Leiden. Nee, grapje. Helemaal niet. Het is een mooie wedstrijd en het kan gewoon nog alle kanten op. Want het kan natuurlijk ook zomaar zijn dat die ook ertussendoor glipt. En dat het ineens 5-5 of zelfs 5-7 staat. We hopen het niet. Maar we zijn alles behalve in veilige haven.
We've got a substitute coming on. Kun Jansen is coming on in the second row. Can't see just yet who's gone off, but he's coming in. Hopefully he can bring in some energy. It's a good maul from the Diok. We knew that they were going to maul the ball. We've had a look at them and their maul is quite strong, so we should be able to counteract it and adapt to the situation because we know that they're going to do this. But of course, if they just execute really well, which it looks like they're doing, they've got a rolling maul here, and it's going to be hard to stop them.
Oh yeah.
But I think they're going to might be push over the line here unless the Dukes can work on something. Yeah. And it's a penalty try. V's collapsing the ball at the back of the scrum.
Yeah, penalty try.
Oh. Penalty try. Kick doesn't need to be made. It's now 7-5. If it's a penalty try, you see, it's really difficult to stop a rolling maul. Yeah. And there it goes down, and unfortunately that's just not allowed so close to the try line. We have decided a penalty try. Kick doesn't need to be taken, so it's instantly 7.
5-7. Ik had het gejinxed, denk ik. Ik had het
Commentator's curse.
Ja, precies. Excuses, dames en heren thuis, voor deze tegentry die ik min of meer eigenhandig aan de Dukes heb bezorgd. Bram of Chris zouden dan uit moeten zijn, want die staan op de tweede rij volgens de opstelling die ik
Bram is still on the field, so I think...
precies. Chris O'Farrell.
Chris O'Farrell, probably related to Stephen O'Farrell from Bristol, on the comments I see.
Ja, dat zou inderdaad...
Lovely day to be watching the Dukes.
Ja, inderdaad. En daar gaan we weer. De Dukes beginnen weer van vooraf aan, met zelfs een kleine achterstand. Maar de wedstrijd is nog jong. Er kan nog van alles gebeuren. Als Diok probeert haar eigen helft af te worstelen. Maar de Dukes zitten daar gelijk goed bovenop. En eigenlijk zie je dat ze toch een beetje van de gainline niet over de gainline komen, behalve dan als deze snelle winger er doorheen flitst.
I think it's quite a ballsy move to be playing out of your own 22 once you've been playing there for. Now of course they've got a little bit of a lead, so they feel a little bit more comfortable to play around with the ball even inside their own half. And they're going to be working their way very hard to get back into the Dukes territory, but this is really time where the Dukes are going to be setting pressure on them to keep them in this area. It's a great carry from the number 1 prop from Diok. He gets great over the advantage line. It's a great quick pass.
Goeie tackle ook van Lex. Want die nummer 11 kwam pijlsnel ingerend, zoals u thuis ongetwijfeld ook zag. Maar Lex die, volgens de regelen der kunst, had hem bij zijn enkels en legde hem tegen de grond, netjes. Want als zo'n man doorbreekt, ja, dan heb je gelijk een probleem. Nou, zoals we nu zien, bijvoorbeeld Magiel voor de tackle. Ach, jammer zeg. Jammer. Die nummer 25 ziet er niet uit als iemand die heel vaak bij doorbraken zit. Maar ja, dat deed hij hier toch wel goed. Ja. En dit is natuurlijk wel heel jammer, want binnen een tijdsbestek van 5 minuten of zo staat de wedstrijd helemaal op zijn kop.
Yeah. And this is where the mentality comes in. It's you've just got 2 quick tries against you, and you really got to not drop your head and keep it up high and say, guys, let's go back now and put the pressure on and get some points back onto our field and let's take back control of the game. You don't want it to run off and keep the control, chasing the control. You want to always try and keep the control in your team and really come together as a team and say, right guys, mistakes happen, let's learn from it, let's go back.
Precies.
See what we can do.
Ja, niet in paniek raken. Kijken of er dingen moeten worden veranderd binnen het team en dan je spelletje weer proberen op te pakken. Nou, we zullen zien of dat lukt. Of doorzetten is de kracht van Diok volgens de naam Diok, maar misschien is dat nog wel meer de kracht van de Dukes, van de Band of Brothers.
Exactly.
Fuga die wisselt even van gedachten met de referee. Misschien legt hij hem uit hoe de wereld nou echt in elkaar zit.
The Dukes have their new jerseys on this weekend. Thanks to all the sponsors that have contributed for us to get the new jerseys in. I think they look great. Sorted out our number problem on the back. We've got the right numbers on everyone today, hopefully.
Ja, dat was bijzonder, hè?
Playing a game of rugby with 488 on your back. Yeah. We thought it wasn't suitable for the direction we wanted to play in. So we've managed to fix the problem and we've got and I think the jerseys are quite nice.
Ja, zeker. Het is ook mooi. Ja, dat was bij commentatoren van waar we uitspeelden ook altijd een groot raadsel. Zeiden ze, ja, dit is dan de nummer 188 van de Dukes. Ja, we hebben, je zei het al, hè, depth in our selection.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've got so much depth at the Dukes that we've got 400 players.
Ja. En op de try-line is een scrum die wordt afgebroken.
It's going to be reset. We're just going to have a look at it. And of course, the scrum is such a dark arts area that no one really knows what's going on, and everyone just sort of likes to make a decision. But actually, at the scrum time in rugby, you can be penalized for 58 different things.
Is dat zo?
Yeah. When it comes to the scrum area, you can be penalized for 58 different things. So I can name about 4.
Ja.
So, yeah.
En daarom luistert iedereen in rugby ook zo goed naar de referee, omdat ze eigenlijk geen idee hebben. Hij zal het wel weten, of zij.
Yeah, exactly. Diok have managed to keep onto the ball. They haven't really made any meters. The Dukes have defended quite well from out the back of the scrum.
Ja.
And,
Kijk.
Putting on the pressure.
Helaas.
I think that might be a penalty. Yeah, that's a penalty against the Duke. Deliberate knockdown. He had no chance of catching it, says the ref.
En een knock-on, toch? Niet? Nee.
Deliberate knock-on.
Deliberate knock-on.
He went for the interception, but if it's not catchable, then it's a penalty. So the ref says he had no chance at that one.
En dat was...
Knowing V, he probably had a chance.
Probably, ja. Yeah. Even kijken. In de comments wordt gezegd 5-15. En er wordt hier, de regie steekt zijn duim op. 5-14 toch? 2 tries, 2 conversies. Oh, dat is al gecorrigeerd. Ja, oké. Dank voor deze oplettendheid. AIM. Oh nee toch.
The rolling maul, we've managed to keep the ball on our side. The Dukes have stepped out of the maul, so they haven't made any contact. So the Diok can't move forward with the ball, and it's really it can go your way 100% or it fails 100%. It's just one of those decisions you have to make. No contact and step out of the way. But of course, there's a few rules that you can play on there, and if the person who goes up in the line and catches the ball, if he doesn't give it through the maul, then you're allowed to go because the ball's at the front of the maul, so there's no obstruction.
Ja.
So, but this time the ref has seen it and we get a scrum on the 15 and we get the ball.
Dus dat zou het tactische antwoord kunnen zijn op dat slimmigheidje.
Yeah. You gotta always watch what's happened to the ball. I think it's a very risky move to do, but of course you can get a penalty, you can get a scrum, you can it can be in your favour. And Diok have made a turnover at the back of the scrum. We've lost the ball. This is a bit of a stressful area to lose the ball. They're gonna play a few phases here and try and open up a few holes in the defence. We're just outside the 22, and good carry. Looks like we're gonna make it into the 22 now.
Oh,
Goes a wailing pass off the shoulder. It's been gathered. No, it hasn't. The ref has brought it back.
Dat was een knock-on van Diok. Was er een voordeel? Nee, toch? Daar. Was dat er niet? Ja, dat was Diok. Duke's bal dus.
Duke's ball. Scrum.
Weer een scrum. Grote vreugde van de voorwaartse.
As I said before, the forwards do all the dirty work and the forwards decide who wins the game and the backline decide by how much.
Ja, precies ja. Ja. Stellen de heren zich op. Fuga gooit de bal in. Oh, kijk eens wat er gebeld. En die wordt afgefloten. Daar ging iets niet goed.
When it comes down to scrum time, it's just a battle in every single facet of the game. When it comes down to scrum, you fight to get to the scrum first. You fight to get your bind first. You fight to get lower. You fight to push further. It's just one of those areas of the game where it's just such a battle and there's such a fine line that you play with.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, 58 different things can go wrong. So there's a million things that can go right.
Ja. Ja, maar dat is inderdaad waar. Zeker op de eerste rij. Wie maakt de eerste hit? Speelt van alles.
Good exit from V.
Ja, die wordt daar vervangen door de wing van Diok. Goede offload. Ja, offload, paasje. Een goede tackle ook van Maarten van Os. Maar Diok houdt de bal. En Diok is toch wel duidelijk terug in de wedstrijd gekomen. Want dat beeld dat de Dukes aan het bouwen was richting de tryline, dat is nu wel, verdwenen. Maar goed, nog 10 minuten tot de rust.
Strong forward carries. The Dukes look like they've got a strong line of defence, but Diok have too many men in the line. Bit of a fumble.
Ja.
Ollie over the ball.
Ging goed snel weer staan. Hij zat even op een knie. Maar
it's a turnover for the Dukes. The Dukes have got the ball back on their side, deep in their own half. Looks like they're going to have a little bit of fun with the ball now and see what they can get working. It's gone back out the pocket for a kick. It's been charged down by Diok. It's a loose ball inside the 22. It's been gathered again by Diok, but it's been blown.
Chaotische fase eventjes zo tegen het einde van de eerste helft. Intussen, we zagen eerder al de menigte die aan de kant van het clubhuis staat, maar ook inmiddels op de stadswal aan de andere kant van het veld toch een ruime hoeveelheid mensen. Het is natuurlijk lekker weer. Er wordt...
Beautiful day of rugby.
Ja, topsports bedreven, gewoon in onze eigen Den Bosch. Dus waarom zou je ook niet gaan kijken? Het zijn nog eens mooie mannen ook, tenminste die van de Dukes dan natuurlijk. Hè. Dus ik begrijp dat wel. Hoe dan ook, dus we krijgen nu weer een scrum op een niet al te prettige plek voor de Dukes. Die scrum, daar weten wij goed weerwerk te bieden. Jij zei in het begin, de scrum is een van de sterke kanten van Diok, maar ik vind dat het wel gelijk opgaat daar.
Yeah, but I mean, the Dukes also have a very, very powerful scrum at the moment. We got a few very big boys up front, really strong and powerful. So I'd say one of the strengths we've got is actually at the moment also our scrum.
Yeah.
But our backline also at one moment there's a few holes, the bad launches.
Oeh, dit is niet best.
Looks like it's going to be a try in the corner from the wing. It was a great step through the middle of the field. You know when you got it, when you put in a kick, you got to set that defensive line. Otherwise, there's holes all over the place, and it's easy to get a 1-2 step in the corner, as you can see.
Het moet gezegd worden, dit is een hele mooie actie van Daan van der Avoort. De nummer 11 van Diok. Die het halve team van de Dukes eruit loopt, eruit stept, passeert. En
It's just a small tactical area by the Dukes, just for the kicking chase. You got to set it up, come up in a line together, connect with the person on the left, connect with the person on the right. Then it's a lot harder for the person catching the ball to break the line. But if that defensive line is not there, then you can see the hole and see what happens.
Ja. Dit is wel heel erg zuur, zeg. Op slag van rust kan het zomaar eens 5-21 worden. En dat is niet wat wij voor ogen hadden als ruststand, Andrew.
Just it's a really important moment to score a try as well for Diok. It's going to benefit them well going into the break, having known that they've just got the front foot ball. They're going to retain the ball now from the kickoff as well. So I think they're going to look to play around with it and really now find their feet and really get into their structure and really see how dangerous they can be. So the Duke should be on the watch out for that little bit of pressure that's going to come on now. And the Dukes also need to put a little bit of foot on the accelerator and get back into the game and get a few points in and find their feet as well, find their structure, find their rhythm, and hopefully they can manage that and do that. Have a little bit of a rest at half time, come together, see what's going wrong, have a fix at it, and come back into the second half with a little bit of oomph.
En wat zou jij veranderen als jij Alex Chang was?
If I was coach of the Dukes today, I think I would say, guys, just take a deep breath, but use that deep breath, and we have a power button that you need to press a few times a game, and really put pressure on them, and don't give them any meter and any inch. Don't give it too easily. This is your field, and don't. I used to like I like the analogy of no one comes to your house and opens your fridge and takes a beer. You offer it to them. So don't let people come into your house and disrespect you. And this is the Duke's house, so they need to really fight for it. This is our field.
Ja, inderdaad. Hoezo pakt Diok zomaar een bier uit onze ijskast? Ja, nee, dit is een mooie metafoor. Die spreekt mij in ieder geval zeer aan. Dus nou, misschien, we hebben nog de rusttijd is bereikt, de 40ste minuut. En dat betekent dat de laatste actie ongetwijfeld gaande zal zijn. Diok heeft de bal. Dus de kans dat wij als Dukes nog voor de rust een try maken is niet groot. Maar zeg nooit, of gaat de bal hier uit? Nee, hij blijft in het veld. Twinkle Toes gaat hem vangen. Speelt hem naar Michiel. En de Dukes gaan natuurlijk gretig gebruik maken van deze mogelijkheid om nog één laatste kans op een wapenfeit te hebben. Siona ging in. Ollie voor Intimi.
It's a good base. The Diok have got a good defensive line. The Dukes are going to use the ball through their forwards, through the big boys, see if they can suck in a few players, open up the space again through the forward pack. There goes Kevin Ebbing, also a Delta player, also in the trains with the Dutch team. We've got one Duke on the ground. There's a lone big s-hertogenbosch. He doesn't need any help, does he?
Nee.
Luckily he's got some support players there. They're going to do a little around the side. There we go.
Ja, daar gaat Twinkle Toes. Ja.
There goes Bart Mommers. Also a dangerous player with a bit of space.
Ja, kijk eens even. Misschien wordt dit toch nog iets. Dat zou natuurlijk een heel ander soort psychische dingen zijn voor Diok. Om nog voor rust toch ook nog even een tegentrui te incasseren. Hoppakee, kom op jongens.
It's another good rock. We hold the ball.
Oh.
Penalty against.
Dat is jammer.
It looks like it's a penalty against a wide pass. Not too sure what happened there.
Nee, ik ook niet. Jammer. We hadden het eerder al over de penalties tegenkrijgen in de 22. Dat is toch nog niet helemaal uit het spel verdwenen, helaas.
I think if I was Mr. Chang on the side of the field, I think that's the first thing I would say is stop penalties inside such critical moments and critical areas of the field. It's just can't let it happen, and discipline at the end of the day will hurt you.
Ja. Nog geen rust. Kevin Ebing, jij noemde net de teams waar hij allemaal voor uitkomt. Delta team, een Nederlands team. Maar hij speelt bijvoorbeeld ook gewoon mee met een potje bij ons oefenpotje in het 4e klasse team.
Ja. Ik vind hij wel leuk, denk ik.
Knipperde ik even met mijn ogen toen ik ineens Kevin Ebing tegenover me zag staan.
Ja. It's pretty much the only rugby game he'll ever get to play in the backline, I think.
Ja, precies.
Really strong forward for the era class, but if he likes to dabble into the fly-off centre area, he's got to drop a few classes and work his way back up to the era class, I think.
Ja, maar ik vind dat toch leuk dat zo'n jongen gewoon het veld instapt en lekker een potje meedoet op ons.
We've got one guy down on the field, he's not looking too happy.
Dat is denk ik
two physios.
Gerrit is dat denk ik, of niet?
I think that might be Bram Mommers.
Lisa staat erbij, Max, de
Physio's do a
fysio's.
great job on a Saturday to get everyone taped. Use 500 rolls of tape for the team on a Saturday.
Ja. Nou, dat is maar goed dat zij er zijn, want anders had jij nu misschien wel in het veld gestaan.
I think during the halftime we'll take a little walk outside of the field and get a little injury status on all the guys who have been off the field for a little while, zoals Chris O'Farrell.
Ja.
We'll get the information for you during the break, and we'll come back with all the news regarding what's happening on the side of the field.
Dit ziet er toch niet goed uit, bij Bram.
Nee. But of course there was a penalty for Diok, so they'll have enough time to restart the game. They might choose for a line-out or a scrum, or they might say, you know what, we've got the points in the bag. We'll go into the halftime with the lead, and we're not going to worry ourselves too much with the last play.
Ja. Oh, jij reageerde op Steven O'Farrell, zie ik nu.
Yeah.
Ja. Steven, we'll get back to you on that. Bart. Ja, hij gaat van het veld af.
Bram Mommers.
Ja. Ja, ik wilde zeggen, Bart kwam even kijken. Ik had nog de tip om voortaan een maillot aan te trekken, net als hij. Maar dat heeft nu geen zin meer. Man in tights.
But myself and Bram Mommers, we are well known at the Dukes to go off the field for 5 minutes and come back on and get another injury and go back off and come back on. We sort of have a rotation system with me and him. We play 8 minutes each, and then we get a little bit too tired actually, so we need a rest. So I'm sure we'll see Bram again later on in the game.
Oh, maar dat betekent ook dat jij zo dadelijk weggeroepen wordt.
Yeah. Bram's just gone on the field. I might have to run home again and get my boots on and go back.
En dan is het nu... Nee, nog steeds geen rust. Potverdorie, jongens.
Diok have taken the decision to carry on with the game, and that's really a statement. That's really, we don't want to stop. We want to carry on.
Yeah,
we want to make you tired, and something the Dukes have to think about is that's the mentality that they've got. So what kind of mentality do we bring to the field?
Precies.
We've got to bring that hunger as well to it. We also want to play. We also need to go and fight for the ball.
Ja. Doorzetten is ook onze kracht.
Yeah, and the Diok Mall, it's well connected, and they had the forefront. It's a good platform for the backline to see if they can play around with it. Now the Dukes have got to scramble. Diok are over the gain line, so the Dukes have got to make it all the way back and try work again. Meters made every single phase. It's we need to stop the meters in behind the defense line, because quick rucks just like those 2-second rucks. 3-second rucks, it really is difficult to stop, and there we go, straight through the middle through the fullback of Diok. Under the poles he goes for another 5-pointer, and that's why they chose to play.
Yeah.
They are so hungry to get underneath the poles and to score. Yeah. So and you can see it, they don't want to stop, they don't want to have halftime, they want to carry on playing.
Ja, ze voelden misschien ook wel dat de Dukes een beetje murf waren. We gaan er gewoon voor, voordat ze even weer op adem kunnen komen.
Ja. But I can take you back a few weeks to Dukes versus. Who was the game against a couple of weeks ago? It was 12 minutes to go.
Ja.
Dukes.
Castricum.
Yeah, exactly. A couple of weeks ago, Dukes had 11 minutes left of the game, and we were, I think, 18 or 19 points behind, and we lost the game by 1 point at the end of the game. So the Dukes do have it in them. We know that. So it's just to switch that button and to go for it. But we go into halftime, 24-5 for Diok for the away team.
Kan Alex Cheng die button vinden waar Andrew het over heeft? We gaan het zien over pak een beet 15 minuten. Tot dan! Dat Fuga naar de fly-half is gegaan, want zeg ik met alle respect voor de speler die Maarten van Os is, ik vond dat hij er qua tackles bij die tegentries die wij kregen niet heel goed uitzag. Dus het zou kunnen dat ze daar een wijziging hebben gedaan.
Ja.
Grappig overigens dat jij zegt dat, dan ben ik even zijn naam kwijt, de nieuwe scrum half. Mats. Dat hij zo annoying is on the field, want ik vind hem buiten het veld juist een bijzonder sympathieke kerel.
Ja.
Grappig is dat.
Yeah, but I think what's one of the things about rugby is every position has a personality.
Yeah.
And of course you've got different players. You've got I don't know. You've got a kicking 10 or a playmaking 10 or a running 10 or you've got all these different types of ways that you can play. But every single position has this personality that you should have. And scrum halves should be annoying.
Al die tens die jij net noemt, die hebben allemaal een schoon tenue na de wedstrijd.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if he is in that 10, he's a really good playmaker. Corne's on the field and at the wing, he sends an overpass to Wisse van der Heijden with the
toes, daar ging die. He twinkled there for a moment.
Exactly, yeah. There's the good dummy to Ali on the inside. You got to watch out because if he gets the ball, he's also going to be making meters. So it's a good dummy line from him. Wisse with a good step on the inside.
Mooi. Corné die gaf een vriendschappelijke omhelzing en daarna toch nog even een klein tikje na toen hij wegliep.
There's our crashball flank, McLovin. Stan Hobbelen, number 7.
Oh, is die er ook ingekomen? Oh ja, inderdaad.
Also on the field.
Kijk, en de Dukes heeft inderdaad, ze hebben hun mojo weer gevonden, zo te zien. Komen daar rookwolken vandaan.
A converted try from the Dukes now would make the score 24-24. So het gelijke spel. We've got a great attacking opportunity inside the 22 of Diok. Let's see what the Dukes have in store for this line-out.
Oeh,
a little bit of confusion there. Everyone looks to be looking at the ref. What's going on, ref? We want to play.
Links net buiten beeld staat, denk ik, Robert van Schaik aan de rookwolken te zien. Daar komt dan alsnog die line-out. En wat gaat er gebeuren? De Dukes heeft hier... Oh, kijk eens eventjes.
In the front, the big man.
Ja.
And he's been taken out.
Oh, dat is jammer zeg.
It's a dangerous play. It's a risky one. High risk, high reward. But he's been taken out, the little boy on the front of the line-out. And it'll be a line-out to Diok inside their own 22. Let's see what kind they're going to put up. Of course, we've seen a few line-outs from Diok. The throw hasn't been on form today. So let's see if they can fix it now to get out of the red zone.
Diok was voorbereid op deze variant, denk ik.
Yeah. We've used it a lot this season as well, so I'm sure they've done a few analysis on us. We get up in the air, and there's the throw again, gone wrong.
Oh, so, not straight.
There we go. We're going to have the option, line out or scrum. Dukes, what will you have?
What say you?
I think we're going to go for the scrum.
Scrum, yeah.
And this is one of Bart's favorite positions on the field, just on the 15, on the 5 meter.
Yeah.
He's going to take the ball. He's going to crash it up. He's going to get over the line. And of course, because you know that's going to happen, Diok have to watch out for that. So they've got to watch out for that. And if they don't do that, they could be missing a place somewhere else because you've got to look out for the big man at the back of the scrum in such a dangerous position. I mean, he's always going to make meters, and when you have no meters to give over, you're going to have a bit of a problem. So let's see if Diok can defend, and let's see if the Dukes can get over the line for a 5-pointer. For a meat pie.
Meat pie. Dus de flankers van de Dukes die staan op scherp nu op wat betreft Bart. Wordt een beetje gewheeld.
It's a good scrum from Diok.
Dit is jammer. Nee, er wordt afgevraagd.
They've won the penalty.
Ja. En daar is een klein opstootje daar. Tussen Jaap van der Vleuten zie ik, denk ik, en wat Diok-spelers.
The referee has seen one of the 58 rules that you can.
Ja, precies.
That you can do wrong at the scrum. He's found one that the Dukes have.
Er waren 3 Diok-spelers die hadden een relletje met Jaap van der Vleuten. Die worden nu behandeld aan diverse blessures. Jaap die staat gewoon nog in het veld. Nee hoor, dat is natuurlijk helemaal niet waar. De bal wordt uitgekikt in het rijkelijk toegestroomde Dukes publiek.
Pas op dames op de zijkant, hier komt de bal.
Precies. Nou, dat is jammer eigenlijk van die scrum die echt eigenlijk veelbelovend was. Wij waren al aan het voorsorteren op wat Bart Mommers allemaal zou gaan doen met die bal.
Exactly, yeah.
Maar hij heeft hem nooit gehad.
Safe option at the front of the line-up, a little bit of an easier throw from the hooker.
Goeie tackle. Daar, Frans dan hobbelen. McLovin, nou weet je ook weer.
Oh, that's a knock-on at the back of the ruck.
Ja.
That's a mistake. The Dukes are definitely going to be looking at to capitalize this opportunity that...
En wat gaan ze doen? Gaan ze kicken of spelen? Wat denk jij?
I think we're looking for a drop goal. Take the 3 points.
Ik zou misschien wel voor de 3 punten gaan. Maar dat is... Ik speel dan ook geen ereklasse.
Ik ook niet.
Nee. Nou, dat had weinig gescheeld, Andrew. Of jij had vandaag ereklasse gespeeld.
Ja, today would have been my 4th game this year.
Ja, we hebben toch wel mooie wedstrijden van jou gezien. Ik geniet altijd van.
It was, I played the first 3 games of the season and...
Die we verloren hebben.
Yeah. And the coaches made a decision to change some things up and now we're standing at number 1 on the log. So good decision from the coaches.
Ja, dat is puur toeval. Dat is puur een samenloop van omstandigheden. Oké, we hebben weer een line-out. En je ziet dat dit
weer line-out. And I think in such a dangerous area, I think we're going to be looking at a front ball again to make that throw again easier in the front.
Ja, nee, maar Diok heeft
and I'm, of course, I'm right. Nice easy throw in the front, secure ball.
Oké.
One forward crash, opening up the angle.
De ref wordt getackled.
Yeah.
Ga dan ook niet staan, de ref.
I watched an analysis video the other day of attacking the ref.
Oh ja?
Because that's where the gate is.
Ja, dat is slim.
So Dukes are going to be taking the ball up from the kick, see where the room is.
Oeh, dat zag er mooi uit. Goeie tackle van Diok.
We've got the width, we've got all our players standing in a nice line. We should be able to use this. There could come an opportunity here. Diok are going to be fighting for that ball to get it back. It goes to the big man.
Kijk eens eventjes. Ja hoor.
Here we go. It's always amazing to see a prop running wildly through the middle of the field. And you can see the fear in the fullback's eyes. Good little run from Michiel. He's going to manage to hold on to the ball. The ref's going to say no.
Losing. Jawel. Kijk, gelukkig.
Here we go. That's a penalty for the Dukes.
Bart Mommers was daar qua het clearen van de ruck niet.
And we've got a yellow card. Someone in the bin for 10 minutes. 15 versus 14 on the field now. Diok, 1 man down. This is really a time for the Dukes to capitalize on this moment.
Yeah.
We've got 10 minutes with an advantage, so we really need to capitalize now and see where the points can come in now. We really need to put some pressure on them.
En wat gebeurde daar, Andrew, waardoor er een gele kaart is uitgedeeld?
There was a player on the ground, and what I saw was that he did not show a release before going for the ball. He was tackle assist, he helped him go down and went straight to the ball. So you have to release the ball. Yeah. You have to release the player and then go for the ball. Show daylight.
And, is dat reden voor een gele kaart?
Positioning of the field inside the 22 was a try-scoring chance, and maybe the ref has already given out 4 or 5 warnings already. So it's not per se that player is at such a fault that he gets a yellow card, but the team is at fault, and now there needs to be an action to it. Maybe there's been too many penalties in the 22. I don't think so, but maybe the ref has given out a few warnings about the rucks already, so it validates now a yellow card.
Terechte call vind ik van de ref. Ja.
Altijd.
Ja, precies.
Unless it's against me.
Ja, nee, maar dat kan ik me ook niet voorstellen.
Ja.
En nu we zitten weer op een goede plek en het is toch tijd dat de Dukes nou een keer munt slaat, vind ik, uit deze situatie. We hebben natuurlijk een machtige inhaalrace al gemaakt en ik zou zeggen, laten we dat bekronen. Hier, daar gaat Bart. Jammer, hij komt er net niet door. Maar er stonden toch ook 4 man of zo tegenover hem.
En dat is een penalty. Penalty against.
Oh, echt waar? Wat jammer. Ja. Wat gebeurde er? Vasthouding?
Yeah, holding on. Bart took the ball. I don't think he was really expecting the ball. The ball was given to him, so he had to go himself, of course. And he was alone. 2 players over the ball. It's really difficult to get to win the ball in that space. So it's just really once someone gets the ball, you got to have someone next to him. You got to have a buddy to look after him, look after the ball, so you retain it. And again, we get a penalty against us now, not in our 22, but in their 22. So we keep. We keep getting to the right areas. We play in the right spaces, but then discipline just lets us down just a little bit, and we get sent back. But if I was on the field right now, I would say to the guys, we know that the throw is a bit wobbly. They've lost a really good player, one of their anchors in the line-out. So we need to put pressure there. Whenever they have a line-out, we need to make sure that we are competing in the air. We can't we can't give them this free ball because it's an opportunity for us to get the ball back.
Precies.
But Diok have got a man down, physio is busy working on him. We'll see if he's up and ready to go. But I think the ref is going to say let's play on. He's not part of the line-out. Waterboy on the field.
Het verschil is 4 punten, hè? Dus ze zijn binnen handbereik.
Yeah. You see the 2 Dukes players in the video there. Oh.
He used to be
the two front rows. The 2 front rows.
Kevin en Gerrit waren dat?
Kevin and Gerrit. Of course, there's nothing better than a prop.
Zo, dat is absoluut waar. Nou, een hoek, misschien een hoek.
Ja. On the rugby field.
ja, zeker. Ja. Voor de X-rated versie van dit commentaar kunt u eventueel tegen betaling deelnemen. Nou, daar gaan we beginnen met de line-out. Royal Mwale te herkennen aan zijn felgele schoenen.
Gerrit leaving the
Staat
field.
klaar. Juist, heel goed. Kijk, en daar gaat Mats. De annoying little bugger in de woorden van Andrew.
Go Lex.
Kijk, heel goed Lex. Snijdt mooi naar binnen. Oei, dat is jammer. Die man is uit. De Diok-speler die loopt uit. Kijk. Dat is wat Andrew bedoelde met he's always in your face, Mats.
Yeah, always looking to get the ball and always looking to see where's the opportunity.
Ja, de echte scrum half.
Yeah, I love it.
Ja.
Another attacking opportunity for the Dukes.
En dit is Pieter Kwekel, of niet? Dus die is er dan ingekomen.
Royals Royals moved into the prop position and Peter's on that hooker. Pieter Kwekel also playing some beautiful rugby this season. He's stamped to a spot in the first team.
Diok heeft een bal, heeft een turnover gemaakt, denk ik.
Penalty
Heeft in
against
ieder
the
geval
Dukes.
nu, ja. Ze zijn een beetje bekomen van de schrik, de Leidenaren, en beginnen nu weer hun eigen spel te zoeken. Dat mogen wij natuurlijk niet toestaan. Want dat zou een beetje hetzelfde verloop als de eerste helft betekenen.
Diok are really going to be running down that clock now. They're going to be wanting to slow the game down as possible with the clock staying on. So let's hope the ref can keep an eye on it, that we don't just get bodies on the ground to keep the time. Hopefully he's taking the clock off so we get a little bit more rugby out of today. Of course, the time on the screen is not exactly correct, so we're not too sure how long is left. But the Dukes need to get in one 5.2 penalty or something to that effect, and in the lead, and then the home team have got the win. But for now, they've got a little bit of hard work to do.
Op de achtergrond zien we Alex Cheng, atletische figuur, zien we op en neer ijsberen. Nou, nu staat hij trouwens stil. Die zal toch ook wel het een en ander te melden hebben aan zijn team. Want er staat veel op het spel vandaag. We weten niet hoe het er bij de andere wedstrijden voor staat. Maar Dukes Diok is het duel tussen nummer 1 en 2 van de Champions Pool. Dat is misschien wel de belangrijkste wedstrijd van...
This is one of the important games of today, I think.
Yeah.
And it's been a great game so far. I think both teams have done well. Diok, the Dukes had an early score, and then they sort of lost the heartbeat a little bit, but they find their feet during the half time. Diok got an early breakaway in the first half, and now they're looking to keep that lead, but the Dukes have set pressure. The Dukes have played in the right areas of the field the whole day. They haven't been in their own half. They've put the pressure on. But unfortunately discipline has crept in a little bit, and too many penalties against us, and that's what can happen. Just an ill-disciplined team, it makes it difficult for yourself. You make it difficult for yourself to get the lead, but the Dukes have bounced back from it, and 2024 I think is a nod to the head of the mentality.
Ja, absoluut. Wat?
There's the throw again, skew throw. It's really a problem area at the moment for Diok today.
Zij missen natuurlijk, zei jij, hun hoeker, tevens captain, teamleider. Maar goed, op dit niveau mag je toch verwachten dat de tweede hoeker ook een bal recht
but I see the flanker is throwing. I'm not sure if he's standing in the front row at scrum time. No, he's on the side of the scrum there at flanker, so he's the one that he's been given the award of throwing into the line-out. I think So I mean, that's what happens when you lose 1 or 2 guys that have an important position, just one faster again. Early push from Diok. It's going to be taken quick by Bart. No, come back, says the ref. On the mark, please, Bart Mommers. Come back again. So there we go. Matsi's going to take it again quickly, and we're off. Through V, Oliver takes a good step inside. He beats 2, beats 3, and the 4th gets him down again. A quick ruck. We're going to play out to the out wide channel, Michiel. And Vis is on the out wide. He's got speed.
Twinkle toes.
He's got speed. He sends it back inside.
En we zien niet waar naartoe. Naar wie?
Almost. It was a good little action, good quick play. Caught Diok offside. We got the meters. Unfortunately, a forward pass from the out wide. So it's going to be scrum down. Diok ball.
En een scrum. We staan in ieder geval weer de goede kant op. In de zin van, we staan vlak voor het 22 meter gebied van Diok. En het is te hopen dat, want Diok is toch weer een beetje terug in de wedstrijd gekomen in deze tweede helft. En dat is eigenlijk niet wat we willen natuurlijk. Althans, wij zijn uiteraard volstrekt neutraal. Maar stel dat wij enigszins Dukes-minded zouden zijn, dan zouden we dat niet willen. Dus het is te hopen dat Dukes weer terug kan komen in het spel, opbouwen, druk zetten en dan uiteindelijk die overtreding vlak voor het afmaken kan weten te vermijden.
Als ik heel eerlijk ben, ik wil gewoon Dukes gaat winnen.
Dat is wel heel eerlijk. Ja, ik ben volstrekt neutraal. Ik wil dat de beste ploeg wint en in mijn ogen is dat de Dukes. Ja. Dus ja, ik ben het wel met je eens. Ja, ja.
We've moved legs to the number 8. Bart Mommers in at the second row, of course. He's a big boy. He's got some good weight on him for the second row. Gets a good push on him. The Dukes are going to be looking to contest this ball. It's a good hit. It's a good hit. The Dukes seem to look like they've got that.
Kijk
eens
even.
Go forward from the Dukes.
Dukes. Oh, geweldig.
Great push.
Ja, dit is wel een klein applausje waard hier. En naast mij zit Andrew een soort van in stilte te juichen. Dit was een geweldige scrum van de Dukes. Hulde. Oh, nou, ze belonen zichzelf gewoon niet. Door de bal dan weer op een onhandige manier weg te geven.
That's just pure patience. Don't stress. We do so well at the scrum. We get a good push over ball. We got a good hit. And that's what gets you the front foot ball. And I mean, it worked out beautifully for us. We got the ball back, but then we panic.
Yeah.
We've now done the work hard, and now we're going to panic, and now we're going to throw the ball away. Whereas we should just hold on to it, set up a phase, set up a ruck, get everyone, work hard into position, and have a breather. Work hard into position, take your rest, and then we can set a platform. Then we can move the go forward. But we panic.
Yeah.
And then balls get thrown all over the way, but like a hot potato. and then you lose the ball and you lose the meters. Fortunately for us, we've kept the ball on our side. They've kicked it out, and so we've gone back to where the line out from where it's kicked because it was out on the floor. It did not bounce in the field. So we've gained the territory back. We've gained the ball. Let's see what the Dukes can come up with now, and hopefully build on that momentum that we just lost.
Ja, en meenemen in ons achterhoofd, of in ons hart, of waar je het wil meenemen, dat we net de scrum van Diok volledig plat gelopen hebben. Dat is natuurlijk wel ook mentaal een behoorlijke opsteker. Een van de sterkere punten van Diok, zoals jij al zei, dat vinden zij zelf natuurlijk ook. En ze worden hier gewoon ondersteboven gelopen.
It's a good ruck, it's a good counter from Diok. We've got to set a good platform. The Dukes just need to have patience now, they not need to panic. We need to set up the phases. We're going to do a little side play here. We're going to send it back. It's a wild pass all the way to this.
Twinkle toes twinkles.
Exactly. He's set up good meters. I mean, he's not only fast, but he's also strong. It helps when you've got a winger who can really make meters in the contact as well. And it's a great little inside ball from Lex to Peter. We've set up another ruck. We're going to work around the corner. We're going to work around again. Siona's going to step back inside. He's chosen for contact. He's done well. Gone to ground. Hold the ball on our side. V again through the forward pod. Forward's going to work it out to the point. Diok over the ball. It's a good steal from Diok. They've won the ball back.
Nee.
Oh.
Penalty voor de Dukes.
Penalty for the Dukes.
Waarom zou dat zijn?
Yeah. Now, what? This is a decision for the Dukes. What are they going to do? We're going to take the 3-pointer and one point difference, or we're going to go for the sideline. I see V has got the ball. Kicker's not stepping up to the plate.
Nee.
So what are we going to do? Looks like the ball's going to be handled to the kicker.
Oh, toch, ja.
But we're going for the line out. They've chosen for the sideline. They want to win.
En terecht. En ze hebben, is die speler alweer terug, die gele kaart? Ze hebben natuurlijk de line-out is een voordelig iets voor ons op dit moment.
Ja. So we're going to have a look at what the Dukes have in store here for the 22. Great attacking opportunity for the Dukes in the 22. We're going to see. Hopefully, we're going to see a little bit of forward play, interplay with the forwards here at the line out. Let's hope it's all good communicated. We've gone for a full man line out, 7 in the line out, switch play, gone up in the air, and it's been lost to Dukes. Ooh. And Dukes have it back on the other side of the line out, but it's a penalty for falling over.
Helaas. Oh, wat jammer zeg.
Bridging.
Wat jammer.
Unfortunate. There's that discipline card again. We can't. It's just creeping into the game today, and it's really unfortunate for the Dukes. So many penalties against us in the wrong areas as well.
Ja.
I mean, no area is good to get a penalty against you, but certainly not on the 5 meter.
Nee, maar het is elke keer, het is een patroon. Elke keer gebeurt het op het moment dat we eigenlijk moeten afdrukken, zeg maar.
Well done, Mats. He's kept it in. We've kept the ball on our side. We're going to play it out wide. We've got to shift it to the outside channel now. That's where the rushed up line is not going to be as organized. And that's just exactly what they've done. We've got a ruck in the middle of the field. It's going to go through a forward pod, crash it up straight over the gain line. We've done well. We've kept the ball, and again through the fly off, out the back door. It's a wild pass over to Bart Mommers on the wing. That's where he's dangerous. Straight over the winger, and there goes Bart Mommers. And there's Jaapie in. It's a good last effort. A great last effort from the winger to get in, but Jaap van der Vleuten in with a 5-pointer in the corner.
Geweldig.
And that brings Dukes into the lead. We need to get a handle on the time just to see how much time there's left. It was a great last defensive effort from Diok, but unfortunately there was too much speed, too much contact, and there was too much close to the line. Dukes.
Nou, en toen de verbinding er even uit lag en we buiten stonden te kijken, toen zei jij het al, Andrew. Je zei, Bart, die moet eigenlijk aan de buitenkant spelen. Oh, daar ligt iemand. Dat is Jaap van der Vleuten.
Bart in the out wide channels, I think, is one of the most dangerous players in the Netherlands. He's really fast, and you know the weight to speed ratio. It's monstrous.
Jij zei al, geen winger die krijgt hem getackeld. Nee. Nou, we zagen
as we see.
Ja, precies. We zagen het bewijs.
I wouldn't like to say that I know a thing or two about rugby.
Nee, nou ja, ik hoop het wel, want voor mij moet die rugbykennis niet komen in dit commentaar. En dus jij dat aan. Intussen ligt Jaap van der Vleuten op de grond, dat is wel heel vervelend. Die is bij het maken van die try geblesseerd geraakt.
We've got some Diok players rushing the kicks in, if you can put on the pressure on Michiel. Number 17, you can...
Michiel is natuurlijk een heel ervaren kicker, dus die maak je de pis niet zomaar lauw, denk ik. Maar kijken of dat... Het is geen conversie, helaas. 25-24 mensen. Wat is dit spannend? Niet in de laatste plaats omdat we niet weten in welke minuut van de wedstrijd we zijn. Ja. Dus,
nou, 46. Dus waarschijnlijk is de helft klaar, maar blijkbaar is het niet zo.
Nee.
Dus wij gaan lekker door met die wedstrijd.
En we zien wel.
En we zien wanneer het wordt afgefloten.
Precies.
Nee.
Afgefleuten.
Nee, ik snap geleerd over 4 jaar.
Oké, hier is de spelhervatting van Diok.
Now the game plan is going to sort of change. We're gonna want to stay out of this area of the field. So Corné Lindekiel is on the wing. He's going to take it up into the forwards. V's setting up his nice forward pack next to him. It's going to go out the back door to Ali, just outside the 22. They've got to watch out for the kick now. V's going to take it up inside the 22. So there's a phase, so we can kick it straight out if we want to. We need to get out of the red zone here. It's going to be played through the backs. Dangerous in our own 22 still. We're still in the danger zone. Michiel gets the kick away, straight downfield. It's been taken by the 15. He's got all the time in the world to think about what he's doing, and he decides to go himself. We set up a ruck just outside the Dukes 10-meter line. Through the forwards goes Diok. They're going to be really looking to get over the gain line here, looking for where the holes in the defensive line is, where can we get through, and the Dukes of course are going to be trying to fill up every single gap that they can, stay along red wall of defense.
Zo, en ondertussen hebben wij de chat ook weer in beeld en ik zie dat Suzanne Rautenbach, en dat zou zomaar eens de moeder kunnen zijn van Gerrit Rautenbach, dat die vraagt... dat die aanwezig is. En haar wordt gevraagd, Suzanne, speel jouw zoon of is hij die ref? Dat is Afrikaans. Hij speelt,
Ja.
Gerrit.
Er is Afrikaans daar. Maar Nederlands is beter dan mijn Afrikaans, denk ik.
Ja, zou het?
Ja.
Ja? Ja, Afrikaans
I
vind ik
think
wel een mooie
if
taal.
there's any South Africans listening, they would recognize the term that I'm a Sauti.
Sauti.
A Sauti.
Wat is dat?
I am an Englishman.
Echt?
Ja.
Bah. Dan zullen we verder geen woorden aan vuil maken. Maar inderdaad, S-hertogenbosch speelt nog steeds. Staat hij er nog in? Hij is in ieder geval gestart in deze wedstrijd op de proppositie en heeft beestachtig veel meters gemaakt. Nou, dit is toch wel weer. Dit is echt een interessante wedstrijd, mensen. Jullie zijn natuurlijk met mij en Andrew hebben jullie gekeken naar Dukes die op voorsprong kwam. Dukes die flink op achterstand werd gezet door Diok. En Dukes die weer terug is gekomen en nu op een zinderende 1 punt voorsprong staat tegen Diok. 25-24 is de stand. En het is maar zeer de vraag natuurlijk hoe dit gaat aflopen. Maar als de Dukes dit weet vast te houden of zelfs uitbouwen, dan doen we hele goede zaken hier in Den Bosch vandaag.
I think we've got a man coming back on the first try scorer from Diok is coming back into the field. There's that the Dutch league coming into play where you can bring players back in on. So of course the forwards love it, backline hate it. Backline hate going off and coming on. They like to get the heart rate up and keep it there. Whereas forwards like to get it up and have a rest for 5 minutes and then come back onto the field and give it up, give everything again for 5 minutes.
Ja, precies. Oh ja, heb je dat? Nee, ik hou er helemaal niet van gewisseld te worden. Ik wil lekker gewoon blijven spelen altijd.
Ja.
Maar ik ben dan ook ooit begonnen als back. Misschien dat mijn partje speelt.
There we go. That's the...
Oh, het is 22-24. Ai, dus Duke staat niet voor. Denken we. Oh. Nou, de stand is onduidelijk. Ja, dit is wel een beetje zinloos eigenlijk. Hoe dan ook. We gaan even voor u op onderzoek uit hoe precies de stand is. Maar hij is nu door de regie gewijzigd naar 22-24. Wij nog juichen. Hey, Duke staat voor.
The only problem in the commentary box, we're away from the field in a little quiet room, so it's in real commentary boxes you really get the atmosphere of the game. You're around everything, and it's you can't miss anything because you're there next to the field. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult for us. We do our best, of course. This is the second year in the Era Class where all the games will be live streamed every weekend in the Era Class. I think it's really important that all the games get live streamed for all of you at home. It's really nice that you guys can join us in a shape or form through the live stream. Of course, you can't get down every weekend. We understand that. So every year we look at it to make it a little bit better. I do know from the Dukes we're looking at having a more of a YouTube presence. We want to start a few things where you guys can watch a lot of things about the Dukes and what's going on with the team and with the club. Should be very interesting for all those that are interested. So keep a lookout. More information shall come at a later stage.
Precies, en tot die tijd kunnen we gewoon alleen maar hopen eigenlijk dat wij veel tries maken en weinig tries tegenkrijgen. En we kunnen misschien een beetje afleiden aan als er bijvoorbeeld penalties voor de Dukes zijn op rond de 22 meter, aan wat ze doen, kunnen we misschien afleiden of we voor staan of niet. Maar dat wordt toch een beetje een gok.
It's a good attacking play from the Dukes. We're getting over the gain line. We've got the forwards all stuck in. It's going to be played out wide. Kun's going to take it back inside. We've got some support. We're going to retain the ball at this ruck and we're going to send it off to the right. Lex with a little bit of a show and go gets over the gain line. Diok not able to get over the ball in that one. Out the back door. Good tackle from Diok, but a little bit late. The pass is away. Another phase through Mats. We've got the advantage. We are going to play with some advantage. There goes V. His show and go is such a dangerous player. Really got to look after him. Don't give him an inch of room. Otherwise he's going to be through. There we go. Fly half. Center. Ollie. Again back inside. Need to get some support on him.
Ja, hij komt weer zo ver. Ik vind dat zo bijzonder van die man. Want hij is niet groot of sterk of zwaar.
It's amazing.
Ja.
Over the ball go the Dukes. Here we go. We've retained possession. And we're going to get the penalty. all the way back for the penalty. Now it's going to be another decision time, just like 10 minutes ago, when we thought we had gotten above. So we get the penalty. Are we going to go for the line out, or are we going to go for the points?
Wat gaan we doen?
We've got one player down on the field. Physio is there looking after him, making sure he's okay. Hopefully it's not too bad, he'll be up. He just needs a breather for a second. And back into the game we go.
Marianne Hugo zegt, she says on the chat, thanks, now I know. The son that Gerrit Ruitenbach is playing. And then she says, go Diok. Marianne, I think you should support Dukes. if you like Gerrit and his family. Leuk dat jullie allemaal kijken. Thank you guys for watching. We hopen op een hele spannende ontknoping van deze wedstrijd. En wij hopen ook op enig moment voor die ontknoping te kunnen zeggen wat de actuele stand is.
We've taken the decision to go for the poles. Take the 3-pointer. Let's see if our kicker Michiel van Kolk gets through the poles for another 3-pointer.
Hij heeft nog niet zo'n goede kicking record vandaag.
Nee. Let's see this one. Let's see how he does this one. I mean, the thing about a kicking mentality is really the last kick doesn't matter.
Ja. Ja. Ik vind het een beetje vergelijkbaar met golf. Oei. Ja, hij is goed. Oh, netjes.
And it's over.
Die is netjes.
And that's the game over. It was a winning kick to win the game. Michiel van Kolk takes over the win for the Dukes through the poles.
Ongelooflijk.
1 point at the final.
Ongelooflijk.
That's a great way to finish the game for the Dukes. What a kick, Michiel van Kolk. Hats off to him. Look at the celebrations from the Dukes. It's a great way to finish the day. The home team takes home the win. Diok are going to be very disappointed that the one kick that he really needed to get, he got.
Ja, precies. Yeah. The one kick that counted. Fantastisch gedaan, Dukes. Van harte gefeliciteerd namens ons hier in de commentaar en de regie. Dit is gewoon een geweldige wedstrijd geweest, waarin de Dukes op ongelofelijke wijze is teruggekomen, karakter heeft getoond en heeft gekregen wat het verdiende in de laatste minuut. Ik denk dat wij met heel veel genoegen terugkijken op deze wedstrijd en wij nemen bij deze afscheid van u met deze prachtige beelden van Dukes die tegenstander en ref bedanken.
Thank you everyone at home who's been watching the game today. It has been a pleasure to give you the commentary from this day. Well done to the Dukes in taking home the win. It was a great game from the Dukes. They really fought it in the end. They lost a bit of focus in the beginning and they found that power button at half time. Alex Chan gave them the information they needed, and it was a great day for the Dukes. Diok can't be too disappointed. They had a really good lead in the final kick to lose the game. They can't be too disappointed at that. They're going to go home and analyze things and have a look, and they'll be back on the grind next week, just the same as the Dukes. Got a few tough games, but thanks again for everyone at home.
Yes.